What is going on, guys? Right, in this video today, we have four of the most popular oat milk brands here in Malaysia and arguably in Southeast Asia. And in this video, we're gonna find out which of these four would be the most suitable for you. Hopefully, by the end of the video, I'll be able to crown one of these King of Oat Milk 2022 in Malaysia. So stay tuned and let's go. So in this video, we'll compare and see how it tastes like. So let's start off with oat milk, right? Or Oatly, sorry. You can find it in Malaysia retail places for about 18 ringgit plus or minus, somewhere around there per bottle. So we'll go ahead and try and figure out how this tastes like later on. The second of all, we have Minor Figures. Well, this is a London-based company. It's founded in the year 2014. This something unique about this company. It's basically founded based upon coffee itself, and so they designed this milk around coffee itself to see how it tastes like and how it pairs with coffee in mind. Now, this is pretty pricey. That you can find it anywhere from about 18 ringgit 50 cents to 19 ringgit or something. Now, the third brand that we have with us is basically Milk Lab. Again, this is a Australian-based company. This per bottle, you can get it for about 15 ringgit and 50 cents. And so pretty excited to try this. Now, last but not least, this Oatside, right? Basically the rising star, right? It's the rising star just because it's been trending and it's been popularized everywhere. When you go to cafes, you go to retailers, you go to grocery stores, you would see Oatside, the Singaporean-based company. Lots of good stuff have been said about this, but the price for this, the most affordable out of these, the four bunch there, 14 ringgit and 50 cent retail. You can get it, right? So something to note about most oat milk brands, it says shake me. So you really literally have to shake it well. When we first use oat milk in our cafes, we forgot to shake it sometimes, and not the most pleasant outcome, but let's pour it and see. The texture of it looks pretty creamy. It has a bit of how do you say? It's not exactly white. It looks, I guess, like an oat, right? It looks milky in a sense, like not exactly white. I hope you can see it, but let's give it a taste and see how it tastes like. Definitely you can tell it's not milk. It's not regular milk. It tastes a bit nutty. So those of you who like maybe like a bit of nutty flavor, it does taste like that. Overall, I'll give this a solid 4 out of 5. Pretty good in terms of its mouthfeel and texture and nuttiness. So let's give it a good shake. Let's see how it tastes like with just itself, right? Okay, immediately I can tell the difference between Oatly and Minor Figures just by looking at it. This looks a bit more watery. It looks a bit more plain. The viscosity doesn't look as thick as oat milk or Oatly. Ooh. Definitely a different taste. Like it's totally different. It's not even the same, right? This is like how I said in the beginning. It definitely tastes more mellow, more gentle. At a certain point, you almost feel like you're just drinking like plain, like watered down milk, basically. Let me try it again. I'll also give this a 4 out of 5. It's just not too bad actually. It's just very different from Oatly. So I can see the appeal for this too, Milk Lab, right? So let's give this a shake. Okay. And see how it tastes like. So Milk Lab, haven't tasted this before. Ooh, look at the bubble that came out. Okay. Immediately the consistency of it looks like Oatly. It's a bit more creamy. Even the color itself looks a bit more oaty. But let's see how it tastes like. Okay. It tastes very different again from the other two, right? From Oatly and Minor Figures. This immediately, after your first sip, after 2 seconds, you taste the sweetness there, right? And it just makes you wonder if there's just too much sugar. Let me wipe this stuff if it's just too much sugar in it. Tastes like it's pretty sweet. Like it's almost like too sweet for me. But let's try it again. And then after that, when you taste it, now the nuttiness comes in. The oat milk comes in, right? It tastes good, but definitely not my preference here. Just because of the sweetness, I feel like it's overpowering the just milk taste itself. 3 out of 5, right? So not like 3 out of 5, but who knows? Maybe it'll taste well with coffee. Last but not least, the rising star Oatside, right? Let's give it a pretty good shake. Let's see how it tasted. Out of all these four, I'm most excited for Oatside. Okay. Oh, oh wow. Okay. Mm, good. Really good. Um, I think the texture, the mouthfeel, it's certainly there. The nuttiness, it's even more pronounced over there, but not as bright or as much of a kick as Oatly. Um, it definitely has a very strong, unique taste about it that I think now I can understand why in Asia it's going so fast. It has that creaminess about it that goes really well. You can just chuck it down and I'll probably give this a 4 too, in terms of taste. So it's maybe I'll revise it, maybe a 4.5, right? 4.5 in terms of taste. Um Pretty good. Now let's try with the more interesting stuff. Espresso. Okay, guys, I'm back. So we have before me all the cups of latte, or basically espresso base with all the individual oat milks itself, and we're going to do a taste testing to see how it tastes like. Now, before we taste, we're going to talk about how it steams. In terms of its steaming quality, I would say all four of them actually steams pretty well. I'm not the best at steaming oat milk, but still can make a decent latte art. The Oatly and the Oatside, both of these two steams the best, and then followed by this two, right? But overall, I think the texture is there, the swirling is there. So first, we're gonna taste Oatly, right? Yep, the same as what I said in the beginning. It still has that nutty flavor that you can taste in oat milk. Not sure how well this would pair, like in terms of light roasted or medium roasted coffee, like those that has higher acidity. Um, this is a medium dark roast coffee. Somehow I'm getting a little bit of weird aftertaste. Not too sure it's, it's because of the coffee or the oat milk itself. The first sip, it's pretty good. Aftertaste tastes a little bit strong. Not too bad. Still, if you're a person that likes the nutty oat milk flavor in a coffee, maybe Oatly is for you, right? Let's taste minor figures, right? Yep, yep. Same thing like how it tastes like in milk. Immediately, it's way smoother. It's way lighter. You don't taste that nuttiness so much. You still taste a bit of the oatiness in it. But yeah, the only thing that I can see complain about minor figures is that maybe some people would feel like they're not tasting enough of a flavor in terms of that, right? You have that coffee flavor that comes up, but just because of the milk, it tends to water down, and the milk is so flat in taste and even in texture and mouthfeel that I can see how some people would complain and say that this doesn't taste as well or as strong, right? In Malaysia, we would like to say as gao as maybe something like Oatly. So Oatly more nutty. This is more plain and smooth to the taste. Let's look at milk lab. Yeah, I botched basically the latte art the most for milk lab, but we'll see how it tastes like. Um, Not too bad. The nuttiness of this is still pronounced, right? You can taste it. It both has that nutty flavor, but this is lower in terms of it. Um, the texture of it, it's creamy and strong, just like Oatly itself. Um, But overall, I would say if you would ask me to compare strongest nuttiness, medium nuttiness, no nuttiness at all, right? No Oatly at all. So strong oat flavor, medium oat flavor, and just smooth and plain. So last but not least, Oatside, right? Oh, this I'm excited to try. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oatside. Creamy, smooth, oat flavor is there, but not overpowering. And I think I don't know how to tell you, but I'm surprised myself. Um, yep, I'll definitely crown this the champion of all. It just everything just hits on the right spot with a medium dark roast coffee. You taste the coffee. The coffee is elevated with the oat milk. At the same time, the oat milk it's not suppressed down because you still can taste the the creaminess of it and the mouthfeel, and that's what you want in a cup of latte, right? You want something that has that creaminess, that at the same time that kick of the coffee for your morning journey, and it all blends well together. And so, if I were to compare out of these four, in terms of just how it tastes like with coffee, outside, that's definitely the king up. Now, bear in mind, this is not paid. I bought this all by myself, okay? I think it's definitely catered for the Southeast Asian market. People in this region in general like things to be tasting a little stronger, a little more creamy. Everything has to come with a punch, right? If you serve us baked potatoes without salt and pepper, mm-mm, ain't gonna cut it here. In conclusion, let's talk about the price, right? This two, 18 ringgit or so, 15.50, 14.50. Good job. Really good job on the milk. And, I think with the proper marketing strategy and everything, I hope that this brand goes far, just dominate. So that's all for now, guys. If you like what you see in this video, please like this video. It really helps out the channel. And so my name is Josh. I'm the co-owner of His Brew Coffee Roastery. You can come check us out if you like. And that's all for our video. See you next time. Bye.